Hey everybody, it's Deb Joyce Meek from Delight of My Art, and I am so excited to finally get my paper pumpkin in the mail for April, the kit from Sarah, and I'm super excited. It was no joke that they were talking this one up because it is so incredibly cute. So here's the flyer that came with it. You've probably seen this all over the internet. So all of this fun watercoloring. You get little watercolor pencils, little mini versions of the same ones in the catalog in 4 different colors, and then you also came with a paintbrush to spread those around, and simply adorable little things. But the project that I have for you that's an alternative project is a teacher gift. It's a sticky note card holder, and I think it's so cute. So here it is. It's so cute. So I'll show you how to put that together. Let's get stamping. Okay, so here's the project we're going to be making today. I'll just open it for you so you can see how cute it is. I used some of this black and white baker's twine that's in the catalog to close it up. And then when you open it, you can fold it so that they can just use it like this and then tear off sticky notes as they need. So it's folded so that the back of it has this nice stripe. Excuse my phone. And then the front just looks nice with a little bit of 3D popping up. So I thought this looked really cool. So we're going to put this together. So these are the things that we're going to need. From your kit, you get one of the black card bases. I think I just dropped something. We also need one of the stripe pieces, one of the plain watercolor paper pieces, your sticker sheet with the leaves. We're going to need one of the little banners, one little flower, the washi tape, and you're going to need some of this baker's twine or some kind of string in order to tie it together. We're also going to be using, of course, the little watercolored pencils, of which I actually have the big set. These are the same colors that come in the big set, so I'm just going to be using those. So same thing, these are Melon Mambo, Rich Razzleberry, Daffodil Delight, and Pacific Point. The names aren't on these little ones, but they are the same exact colors, as you can see. So I'm going to be using the big ones. And then we're going to be needing a bowl of water, along with the paintbrush that came in the set, and a paper towel to dab with. Of course, the stamps that come in the set, we're going to be using the For the Best Teacher stamps, and then the dots are on the background here. And then, of course, a sticky notepad. And a few extra things I'm going to use is fast fuse, or you can use tear and tape, and then some glue dots. I just think these will help this creation stick together a little bit better. And some dimensionals, which of course come in the kit as well. So let's get started here. We'll leave this right here as our inspiration. First of all, let's cut the card base down and cut all our other little pieces down as well. Move my water so I don't spill on myself. I'm going to get my trimmer out. So you take your card base and you cut it to 3.5 inches wide, just like this. And then you want to go 7 5/8. I'm going to put this out here. So that's just past the 7.5 line, 7 5/8. You're just going to cut that right off. This will be the top side. So I like to file my edges that I cut with my nice dollar nail file. Okay, so now we can score this. We're going to score it. We're going to turn it over so that the long side is on the right. And we're going to score at 3 1/16 away from the center. So you line up your score line here just past the 3. The one tiny mark past the 3 because the sticky note is 3 inches and we want to give it a little bit of wiggle room in order to sit in here. If we did it at exactly 3 inches, you wouldn't be able to fold it over the whole pad there. So we're going to fold it here. You make sure you're using your scoring blade. Score there, and then move it over almost half an inch from there. So just past this 3.5 inch, not quite to the next tick mark. I'm going to go in actually right in between those two. So right there. And then we're going to turn it over and again go just past the 1/2 inch mark here, which is right here, this longer one next to the blade here. Right in between that longer 1/2 inch mark and then the next line. So right there, this makes the end just barely past 4 3/4. Okay, and then again, moving it down, we've got the tiny end over here and the bigger end over here. Now, this was the center score line, by the way. So we're gonna move it and we're gonna make that fold for when you fold it like this. So we're gonna make this score line right here. And that goes, oops, halfway in between this score line and the end here. Let's measure that real quick. I don't think I wrote that down. So that's almost 3.5, 3 3/4. Not 3 3/4, 3 3/8, sorry. So what would that be? Sorry, let's see. So this little end piece is, okay, 1 3/4. I want this side to be 1 3/4. All right, so I just turned it around. 1 3/4, then just score right there. That should be right. Why is that not feeling right? 1 3/4 and 1 3/4. Well, let's see how it goes. 1 3/4. Okay, we want that to be halfway. Oh, it's very close. Okay, I'll just trim a little bit off the end. Okay, so now go ahead and fold on those lines. Guess I didn't write that part down. What am I missing? Okay, so it should be okay. All right, so now it's just like this, and then folds up like this. So I just need to trim a little bit off the end. I think I did that a little bit wrong, but let's see if I can get the right measurements in the description box. There, I just trimmed off this tiniest little sliver and that seems to work okay. All right, so we'll make sure that this fits in there, and it does. And then make sure that this closes, and it does. So that's what we were looking for anyway. It's working, it's fine. All right, so we'll put that aside for now and get out our watercolor paper. I piled it under here. Okay, so here's our watercolor paper. We're gonna put this on this area right here, like this. So I wanted a little bit of black to show on the sides. That's fine. So this bottom piece should be 1 3/4, and then I trimmed a little bit off, so I guess it's a little bit shorter than that. We're gonna go 1 3/4 and see how it fits. Actually, let's just go ahead and measure this exactly, and then we'll be able to know, right? So it's 1 5/8. So we'll go 1 5/8. That should fit perfectly on there. Hooray! And then this part, the stripy piece, is 1 1/8 by 3.5, because this is 3.5 long. 1 1/8. Okay, so we need 3.5 inches. I like to keep this white side just for more contrast on the black paper. 3.5 by 1 1/8. And that should fit perfectly on the top part. Let's make sure. Okay, so there's that, and then this piece fits perfectly right here. We're doing good, guys, we're doing it. All right, so now we want to do some watercoloring and stamping. So we don't need the trimmer anymore. Put that away. Okay, let's get out our bowl of water and our colored pencils. Since I'm doing a yellow flower, I'm going to actually flip this rainbow to go the other way. So start with yellow on this side so that it gives a little bit more contrast. Right here, all of the yellow's on one side. I kind of want to have a little bit of yellow over here and then tie it in on this side. So I'm kind of doing the same pattern, but it's going to go the other way. So I'm going to start with yellow. And I feel like you got to go kind of dark with these. And then I'm going to go to blue. And then to pink. I'm going to skip the purple and just overlap like this. Okay, so let's get out our paper towel here. And our paintbrush. I'm going to start with the lightest color, the yellow. Go into the blue. I'm going to stop right there because I don't want to muddy up the purple that's going to be happening right here. And then again, I'm going to dab and then do the pink by itself. And if you want to go over any of the little spots to kind of blend a little bit better, feel free to do that. Okay, that looks good. And don't worry about too much about how it looks because most of it's going to get covered up anyway. So we're going to set that aside to dry while we do the stamping. I'm going to go the same way. I like how that looks. Okay, so we're going to get out our black ink. And again, since I have the big ink pad, I'm going to go ahead and use that. There it is. And I can maybe give the little one away sometime. Okay, so we've got the black ink. I'm going to take care of my water here. And we're going to stamp the word best first, because we want that right in the center. So just like this. Give it a little press. Looks great. Now we're going to, I put the for the and then teacher on opposite sides. So we're going to do for the. I put those right next to each other so that they're nice and lined up right on the stamp. Dab, dab. And then teacher on the other side for the best teacher. That looks great. Okay. So we'll put that aside. Right now we're actually just really waiting for this to dry. So let's go ahead and glue on the stripy piece to our thing here. So again, this is the bottom here. So we're going to be putting the stripy piece right here. Where did we put that? Here it is. Okay, so I'm going to put it on like this. I'm going to get out my fast fuse because I don't want this to come off. I want them to be able to use this throughout the year because they love my kids. And I don't want to give them shoddy work. Okay, so let's again make sure that our edges are nice. And that goes right on the top here. Careful not to cover up the fold. Okay, I'm gonna make it flat. That'll just be easier. There we go. So everything's still able to be folded. That looks nice. Okay, is this dry yet? Not quite. I might pause this in order to let this dry really good because I'm going to be stamping these black splotches on there, but last time I didn't wait till it was dry and it kind of didn't make a nice stamp. So we're going to wait until this dries a little bit more in order to make a really nice stamp. So we'll just wait just a moment. Okay, so this should be dry now. We're going to take the dots and stamp them diagonally across this image, up in the corner over here, and then turn it around and go the other way. Yeah, that looks nice. We can put the ink pad away. Now we've got our base here. We're going to go ahead and adhere this to this part right here in the center. We want to make sure this ink is dry now too, because this archival black ink takes a little bit longer than the normal colored inks to dry. So we can actually put a little bit of the washi tape on there while we wait. Since the end of this was nice and square, I ripped even the end off, so I like the nice ripped look. I'm going to rip a little bit against the stripes go this way. I ripped it a little bit this way. And I don't want it quite to go all the way across here, so I'm going to make this a little bit shorter. Like that. And since this is going on here, and when we tuck it, half of it's going to be hidden by the pad here. I don't want to put this too low. Everything's going to be kind of popping up, and we want a little bit of this to show anyway. So we're going to put this about right here. I want that over a little bit further. Centered. Okay. You see what I'm doing? Maybe not. Alright, here we go. There, like that. So let's go ahead and put some fast fuse on the back of that. I really like this fast fuse, so even though it's a little bit sticky sometimes, it makes for a good bond. Okay, so here's our piece. I'm going to make it flat again and then put that centered. Wow, that's so pretty. This whole kit is so beautiful. Put it straight on here. Actually, if you use this side with the white side, the other side, the whites will actually line right up. Happened on this one too, if you can tell. Oh, that's so beautiful. Alright, so now we've got our best teacher. I did actually pop this up on dimensionals a little bit. So we'll go ahead and you can use the ones from the kit. Well, they're way across the room. Never mind. I think I have my other ones handy here. Either one. They're both good. They're a little bit different. I'm going to put 2 on here and make sure that you don't put any adhesives on the stripey part because we want this to bend and have this go out this way but not stick to the other side because it will bend up like this. So, okay, I think that should do it. We'll take the backing off of those. Put that up like that. And then we'll put this, see that looks nice with the yellow on this side, right? So we're going to put some leaves on there. Since this is yellow and these are nice and light, I'm going to use 2 of the dark green ones. Or maybe even just 1. Let's see how it looks. Oh, it's probably fine. Okay, so what we're going to do on the back of this is put some glue dots on there because I think this will hold it a little bit better. There's 2 sides to these acrylic shapes. One side has the glitter on it and the other side is clear and you can see the glitter through it. I think both sides are fine to be the up side, but I think that this will stick a little bit better if I put it on the clear acrylic side and have the glitter right on the top. So that's what I'm going to do. And that's what I've done on this one. You can see the glitter a little bit better that way. So let's go ahead and put this, this will go on 3 of the petals, all next to each other, and the center. So you're going to be using 4 glue dots. One, 2, 3 petals. And since these are clear, it's fine to just put it right over the center there. I did that on the other one. We really want this to stick. Okay, so take your 2 petals that are not the sticky ones. We're going to go ahead and fold this so we know those are going in the right direction. I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to pinch really hard. I'm going to overlap my banner just a little bit. I know that it's already up on dimensionals. That's kind of making that stick down a little bit. That's okay. There. That looks great! I really like this kit. It is so cute. I love it, I love it, I love it. I love it, I love it. Alright. My top sticky note here is a little dirty, so I'm going to peel that one off. That one never came in here. We don't know about that one. Alright, and I'm going to put a little bit of Fast Fuse right on the bottom of this, just a smidge. So it will stick in place, but hopefully the teacher will be able to peel that off when their pad is depleted and replace it with another one. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that this folds down all the way. Yeah, that's looking good. Okay, so I'm going to unfold this whole thing and center the pad in the middle of this piece here. That should do. Okay. Oh, it's so cute. Aren't these cute? I just love these. Okay, I'll stop now. Okay, so now we can take some twine. This was our one for this one. I'll just tie this one back up, but they'll both look the same. So let's see how long this is. I'll get my measure thing out. About 15 inches. 15 inches of the twine will be sufficient. And we'll just go ahead and tie that up at the top. It takes me a little finagling to get it tight enough. So you're going to have to do the little tie like this and then really hold it down with your finger while you do the rest of the bow. So this might not be perfect, but give it, you can fiddle with it to get it more to your liking. That's not quite tight enough. Come on, twine, work with me. Oh, that's not so bad. Okay. So we'll just pull the strings here. There's one. And so about 15 inches for the other one. Ish. This is probably too long. That's right. Oh, this looks perfect with this whole set, this black and white twine. which I bought because I figured it could go with practically everything. You stamp with black ink, you're using white paper, pretty much on lots and lots and lots of things. So I love twine. I love the plain white. Trim the ends off. And there's our 2 projects. What do you think, guys? So it's great. It's a great time of year to have this stamp set. There's so many great sentiments on this whole thing with the best and the you. Thank you so much, or happy birthday to you. Best mom, best dad, thank you so much. Just wonderful, wonderful sentiments, and the font on the U and the best are so much fun, and apparently Sarah's handwriting, the CEO, so that's fun, and it comes with that great dot stamp too. So I'm super, 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 super excited about this paper pumpkin. It is the cutest one I have ever seen from the entire line. So if you were one of the lucky ones to get one of these, congratulations, and I hope you have as much fun with it as I did. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye.